Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Vanilla RAC server. My name is Ryla and today we are going to be working on the house a little bit as well as showing off some of the stuff I've been doing off camera. Let's start with the stuff I've been doing off camera real quick. First I created some paths. That's a snapshot bug where the door's not actually there, it just looks like it is. It drives me crazy. Same thing with blocks. But as you can see, I created a path. Not only that, I actually created 3 paths up to my house. I got a little bit carried away, but a lot of people are talking about you need a path, you need a path, you need a path. So I decided to give them paths. I have 3 separate paths that lead up to my house. I have this one here. Originally, I didn't do it in just dark oak. Originally had some birch wood to try to match the house, just kind of interspersed throughout it, but then it looked ridiculous, so I took it out. I could probably do it in layers, but I don't like horizontal lines because I'm weird. But yeah, so it's basically just dark oak supported by, by a wall here. Kind of try to make it look like it was, you know, substantial and not just a fragile little slab, you know, hanging in air. And then over here I have another one that leads up the side of the mountain, and I did this one to kind of match the path here. This isn't the most useful one because it does require a little bit of going around. There's EB's house. We have a nice view from here. Hello, EB. He's not on. Patch is on today, though. So, hello, Patch. Should be over there somewhere. Yeah, and then it slowly intersperses into my dark oak, which is here. You know, maybe I'll try putting some spruce in throughout. They're both dark, so it might look nicer to do it that way. But the path up here, and then there's a path that goes down this way. Same thing. It just goes down and around. And it's just another way to get down to the road down there. The road does not continue all the way to, no, it does continue all the way to, it doesn't, not to the house per se, because it does turn into slabs, but it does, the road does continue to the end. It goes all the way there. So if you take the road, you can go up that way or go up that way. Theoretically, I didn't need this way down. I just wanted to be excessive because, you know, go big or go home, right? I thought it'd be fun to just kind of be a little bit excessive. Some people here, it annoys them, and it's fun to annoy them. Not in like a horribly like significant annoyance. If people are significantly annoyed, I will take it down. I'm not out here to actually make people angry, but you know, just tweak their ear a little bit, so to speak. Created a tree farm. Well, you knew about the tree farm, but I basically zhuzhed it up, as you could see. I went ahead, I didn't have any space for the jungle trees, so I had to respace everything, which actually worked out better because I had 4 rows here, and even numbers don't work as well as odd numbers for various things. I like odd numbers better in Minecraft than I do even numbers. So it worked out well that I needed 5, so I went ahead and added. As you can see, I don't have any oak trees. I figure oak trees, you never really see many people building with oak. If you do want to build with oak, that's like the most common tree. Ironically, we are in a birch forest next to a taiga, so it's not as common as it usually is in Minecraft. But I didn't want to do oak. So we just have our 5 different trees here. Each row, of course, is one specific type. I did these lamps over here. They're redstone lamps. They have the daylight sensors on top because the slabs just didn't quite work out with the regular glowstone. This looked way better. So we have those and evenly spaced. As you can see, it's a little bit overgrown, a little bit of a pond, some nice flowers going on here. We have a bit of a gazebo over here. The gazebo came out okay. Not huge. Again, the roof. It's just the roof. I'm terrible at roofs. And then I put some, that snapshot bug. I put some vines here, but as you can see, the vines kind of take over, so you have to kind of weed them out. Oops. Did not mean to do that. Did I get all of it back? Please tell me I got all of it back. I don't even know where it went to. Where'd you go? Oh, you're stuck in there. Okay, let's go grab it. I probably didn't, yeah, I only got 2 back. Dang it. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. But yeah, these vines, I probably shouldn't have put any in here. I was trying to make it look a little bit overgrown, but this is indeed a little bit excessive. Okay, don't break that. Okay. With a little sitting area, so it's kind of nice. And then back here, we have these little sheds that hold... this tree farm is for everybody on the server to use, by the way. I know it's right behind my house. That's just because that's just where I started building it. It didn't necessarily intend for it to be like this. Anyway, wasn't a bunch of forethought. I just built it. So, but it is for everyone on the server. And we have the logs are on the top one. The saplings go on the bottom. For people who use it, please replant. That's all I ask. And restock any saplings that might fall, some leaves. And that's basically, you know, you can come and take some, or you can come cut down trees. I don't care. But yeah, this is all free to use. So each of these woods, of course, you know, are made out of the different color woods that they have, and yeah. So I think it came out pretty well, personally. I like the look of it. We've got our nice little bushes, our nice little flowers. It's a decent little place, I think. It's supposed to be peaceful and serene. No mob spawn here. I have it lit up well enough that there aren't any mobs. I've spent a significant amount of time here at night, and I haven't had any problems with mobs, so unless something changed that I'm not aware of, then that's good. And of course we have our wall here, so just for extra protection, because all of this is not lit up. You will get tons of mobs coming from that direction. But yeah, so there we go. We're going to work on a roof today, so that's actually one of the reasons why I came back here, is because I needed some of this stuff so we can practice making our roofs. I'm actually probably need more of the dark oak. So we're gonna go. I have an idea for making the roof work. Hopefully it works. If this doesn't look good, I think I may just give up and just say, you know, I have a terrible roof. That's all there is to it. The roof is no good. It's no bueno. Oh, and I wanted to do, before we get going on the roof, though, I did want to do one more thing. We are going to go ahead. I started getting out a little area. I haven't built it up yet. I will build it up. It's not going to be a huge thing, but over here, we are going to have ourselves a little graveyard over in that nice little flat spot there. I've already got a grave dug for a dear friend that we lost recently. It was a shame, but it had to be. It was actually for the best, because I didn't like her very much. She was kind of terrible. But yeah, so here is our little grave, and we have to bury Pam. Our efficiency 3 pick. As you can see, there's 1 hit left. She had 1 hit left in there when she went, as all of my tools are going to. This is going to be my little tool graveyard, because I like naming them. As you can see, right now we're working with Angelica Houston. She replaced Pam. She's pretty good. Efficiency 4 and breaking 3. We like Angelica Houston, plus the bonus of Fortune 2. So Angelica Houston we will repair. I didn't bother repairing Pam because she was only efficiency 3. This was a 30 level enchant, and she was only efficiency 3. So I did not like her very much. But she did her job well. Well, what she could of it. She didn't last very long, but you know, that's the way of life. So here we go. Here's Pam. Poor Pam. Put up a sign. We're just going to say Pam. She wasn't, actually I'll put that in lower cases. She wasn't very picky. No period. There we go. There. I know, it's a terrible pun, but she wasn't very picky. She, efficiency 3 and that's it, nothing else. No unbreaking, no higher efficiency, nothing like that. It's terrible. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and work on our roof here. Hopefully make it look a little better. No guarantees though, because like I said, I am no good. Oops, I am no good at these roofs. So that actually that doesn't go there. This is all my enchanting and potion stuff. This is everything else. Okay, like that, and get some glowstone. I'm gonna keep that on me so I remember to go fix that. We don't need you right now. And as you can see, we helped Gorley with his guardian farm, and I stole a little bit of this stuff. Don't tell him though. It's just between us. Don't tell him. He's got lots of it. He didn't even notice. It was just what I got from actually, like the stuff I actually broke myself. So it wasn't. I didn't go steal out of chests or anything. So anyway, moving on. We're going to work on this a little bit now. What I was thinking, because let's see, I think part of the problem is you can see very clearly this line here of the, whatever this is, that wood, the birchwood. You can see that line of the birchwood. And inside it looks better with the birchwood, but outside it looks kind of funny. So I think that's one of the big problems. I also think it doesn't overhang quite enough. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. I don't want to do more stairs because I think the stairs will actually block the view because they're just too steep. So what I was thinking about doing, and I wish I had dirt on me, but we're going to go ahead and we'll just use jungle wood because it will stand out. And I can, oh, there we go, snapshot bug. And I can, let's see, we're not going to need that. We're going to need this, and we're going to need this. And that way I can just know what to cut down. But I think we're just going to do like so, maybe. I wish you could, either there were like the half slabs, you know, where they were just this chunk here, or if you could do place halfway, not on a full block, but just halfway on a block, maybe. I don't know. I miss micro blocks. I do enjoy vanilla Minecraft, but there are some things about modded that I think would do so well in vanilla Minecraft, and it shouldn't take that much extra, I wouldn't think, but, you know, who knows. I don't want to compare the two all the time. I know I always say that every video, or it feels like I say that every video, but it's true. It's true. I don't want to compare the two, because they are kind of, you have to treat them like two different things. Like a book versus the movie. Some people prefer the book, some people prefer the movie, some people like them both equally for what they are. And understand that they can't ever be the same. Not exactly, anyway. Two different media delivered in two different ways. They're not ever going to be completely the same. The best example I personally think for that, because most of the time I prefer the book over the movie, but one of the exceptions, not necessarily the exception in terms of preferring the movie over the book, but that looks okay. Well, I'm gonna ignore it for now. But I like them both equally in two different ways. Is Howl's Moving Castle. I don't know if anybody here has possibly read that book or watched that movie. It was from the same guy who did Spirited Away. It was one of his movies. I forget his name. People are probably shouting at the screen right now because he's very, very famous. I'm going, how do you not know? Oh, there goes Patch. How do you not know? What's his name? I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names. We're going to leave that like that, actually. And did I want it like this? I think I do. Let's go ahead and just keep doing what we're doing and take a look at it later. But Howl's Moving Castle, it was a book written by Diana Wynne Jones, who I believe she's British, but I'm not 100% sure. And she wrote a book that was really popular here in the U.S. It was a very good book by the same title, Howl's Moving Castle. It's an excellent, excellent book. I recommend it if you're into that sort of thing at all. And then the gentleman, Japanese director, made a movie based on it, an animated film that's also very good. And it's very loosely based on, it's almost like a steampunk is the way he did it in the movie. It's a little bit steampunk, it's a little bit fantasy. The main character's, her name's Sophie, and she essentially is magicked. She's cursed by a witch. Let's see. She's cursed by a witch to look much older. She's very young, and she curses her into an old woman. And she ends up befriending Howl, who is a wizard, who kind of takes her in and helps her. Because, of course, her family doesn't recognize her anymore and doesn't know who she is. And basically kicks this crazy old lady out of their house. Unbeknownst to to them, it's Sophie. So Howl takes her in, and he has a moving castle. It's a castle with legs that just kind of moves wherever. And in the movie, there's a lot of political stuff going on, and the castle moves, and it's cool, and there's a lot of the same characters are in it. They changed one of the side characters. They made him a lot younger, Michael, in the movie than he is in the book. It is a young adult book, by the way. So if you're not into young adult literature at all, for whatever reason, you can avoid it. But yeah, it's very good. Both of them are very good, but like I said, they're two totally, you can't look at them as the same thing. You have to look at them as two completely different things, because that's what they are. I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night. I'll be right back. Alright, I slept through the night. I went ahead and finished up the other side just like I was doing. I finished the rest of the front, and that's what we came up with. What do we think so far? It's starting to look, it's got a little more character to it. It has some more three-dimensionality, which I like. From the side, though, it looks weird, I think. It does. It looks bizarre. So I don't like it from the side. So I'm going to keep playing with this a little bit. And you know what I haven't done in a while? I have not done a montage. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a montage going on here. Oops. Left some cobble over there. And then hopefully we'll figure out what works. And like I said, if nothing works, then we'll just call it and say this is as good as it's going to get. We need to move on. I can't keep picking at this because it's just not working. So, yeah. So now let's get going on the montage, and I'll see you on the other side. Alrighty, so I went ahead and did the back as well as the front. I did the back slightly different, didn't take the fencing all the way over, but I did give it a little bit more of a three-dimensionality. I actually think it looks better, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay, let's go take a look at the front real quick. Let's see. Again, it's not perfect, but I do think it's an improvement, personally. It's not gonna be perfect. Never gonna be fully satisfied with it, I don't think. Mostly because I want to get in between. I want it to be more gradual than it is in terms of the decline, instead of those staggered like that. But anytime I do anything with the slabs, it just makes it look thicker, and it still has that same problem. It's not as gradual. And if I do stairs, it's too steep. So I think adding that little bit of fence actually helps some kind of offset, because it just adds that little extra dimensionality to it. So yeah, I kind of like the little flips at the end, personally. It reminds me of like little hair, like when you flip your hair on the other side. Maybe some people don't actually know what I'm talking about, because if you don't flip your hair, then you don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think, let's see, like I said, I'm never going to be 100% satisfied with it. I just never am with roofs. They always just tend to not work. I went ahead and added just a little bit, try to make it look a little bit more rounded, not too much more. But I think this is as good as it's going to get. I'm satisfied with it now. Let's put it that way. Is it the best thing ever? No. But am I satisfied with it? Yes. I do believe I'm satisfied with it. It added just a little bit. The back still kind of, probably could use a little bit more in the back, but no, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to call it. I think this will work. Let's get rid of the dirt here. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think it's efficient. I think we can call. Ooh, I missed a plank there. I think we can effectively call this a build that's completed. So we've done the basement's completed. My mining below's completed. Tree farm is completed. Paths are done. These paths, the house is pretty much done, I'd say. We're gonna go ahead and call it house is done. What else? I think that's it. I think that's completely it. We have a spawn build, actually, that we are going to enlist the help of one of our server mates. He has agreed to help us. I keep hearing a spider. He has agreed to help us, so that will be next episode, I believe, depending on what his schedule is like and when we can record together. But my part of the build is is almost done. I just need to add some extra things. So then we're going to enlist his help to finish it off. But yeah, so I think we're going to call this complete. Home sweet home. Now it's time to move.